Can a foolish king frighten a mountain-sized iron giant? A sense of doomsday prevails throughout the entire forest. Great warriors have retreated into their caves. But Dodo the donkey stands alone in the field with his crooked stick and blue cloth. Today, you will see that when the iron ghost comes to swallow the greenery of the jungle, Dodo treats it in such a way that the machines themselves will loosen their own screws. Get ready for a war where bullets won't fire, but donkey logic will prevail. In the dark night, the part of the forest that once echoed with the chirping of birds was now trembling with the terrifying noise of machines. Yellow-colored giant excavators stood with their handles like bloody jaws. Their massive lights were piercing Dodo's eyes. Momo, the monkey, hanging from the branch of a tall tree, screamed in a trembling voice, "Dodo, this is no ordinary enemy. Look, it has no feet. It walks on chains, and no stone has any effect on its skin. Save your life and run away." Dodo picked up his wooden crown that had fallen on the ground. It was covered in dust. He cleaned it with his torn sleeve, which was actually his own skin, and placed it very regally on his head. But the crown tilted again and came over his left eye. Dodo looked at the machine with one eye closed and said with great patience, "Momo, you are still young. Is the brain bigger or the donkey? Surely the donkey. So what if this is iron? The bigger someone is, the quicker they get angry, and whoever is in anger always acts foolishly. I will show this iron donkey who the real Don of the jungle is." Dodo slowly reached very close to the machine. The machine operator, a human, was sitting inside, turning the handle, causing the heavy iron arm of the machine to fall forcefully onto the ground. The-tha! Dust flew up and hit Dodo's face. Dodo wiped his face, pointed a finger at the machine, and said, "Hey, you ill-mannered iron box! Didn't your mother teach you that when a king is talking, you don't stick your leg in the middle? You have blown my royal dust. Now you will have to pay a fine for this." The machine operator, thinking Dodo was a mad donkey, pulled a lever to frighten him, which caused black smoke to billow out, and a loud sound occurred. Psss, grrr. As soon as the engine's noise intensified, instead of panicking, Dodo waved his blue magic carpet, which was a scarf, in the air. "Oh, my magical throne! Let this iron ghost know what your power is." By chance, a gust of wind blew such that the silk scarf flew out of Dodo's mouth and went straight into the air intake fan, radiator fan, near the machine's engine and got stuck. The next moment, the sound of the engine changed. Now, instead of "God, God," it started making a sound as if a very old donkey was laughing. "Ee-yaw, ee-yaw, cut, cut." Dodo clapped his hands. "See, Momo, my carpet has entered its stomach. Now it is no longer a machine, it has become my disciple. Listen, Mr. Iron, now show me a dance on one leg." Momo the monkey, who had been afraid until now, became excited seeing Dodo's courage. "Your Majesty, I'm going inside to see why it is laughing." And Momo took a brilliant somersault and went straight inside through the open glass of the machine's cabin. Inside the cabin, the operator, human, was drenched in sweat. He couldn't understand why the machine was making strange noises. Suddenly, he saw a monkey sitting on his shoulder with a half-eaten banana in his hand. Momo looked at the operator and thought, "Who is this strange white bear who has no hair on his body and making the heart of this iron ghost beat?" Momo let out a loud scream in the operator's ear in mischief, and then started playing the colorful buttons there, thinking they were a harmonium. He pressed that big red button on which was "Emergency" written. As soon as the button was pressed, The machine's hydraulic system went crazy. The machine's arm, or bucket, began moving up and down rapidly, as if it were slapping someone. The operator cried out in panic, "Save me! This machine has become magical! These are not animals, they are ghosts!" Standing outside, Dodo was very impressed seeing this. "Wow, Momo, wow! You are teaching the iron ghost how to dance! Just tell him to do a backflip!" When the operators of the other machines saw that their largest machine was shaking like crazy, a blue cloth was hanging out of it, and a monkey was jumping around inside, their hands and feet went cold. As soon as Momo blew the machine's horn, "Pone!" The sound was so loud that nearby birds flew away. The operator jumped from the cabin to save his life and ran away screaming, "Run! The king of this forest is some sorcerer. He controls machines with a blue cloth." Seeing him run, the rest of the laborers and drivers also left their vehicles and ran toward the forest boundary. In just a few minutes, there was only dust and silence. Dodo stiffened his neck and looked at Ellie the elephant, who had just arrived there. "Ellie, did you see? You were afraid that it would crush us. I scared it so much with my tongue that it even left its humans behind and ran away." Ellie asked in wonder, "But Dodo, this is iron. How can it be afraid? Is the easiest to frighten? Is the brain bigger or the donkey? Surely the donkey." The atmosphere of celebration began. Momo brought a shiny metallic object from inside the machine, which was a large wrench. "Your Majesty, look at this. This is the tooth of that giant that fell out." Dono ordered it to be kept in his royal treasury, an old pit. But at that same moment, Chatter the parrot came flying and sat on top of a small black machine. "King Dodo, look at this. Those people left a small black box here before leaving. A sound is coming from it as if a heart is beating. Tick, tick, tick." Dodo went near that box. It was a digital timer that perhaps the humans had left for some measurement, but for Dodo, it was something else entirely. Dodo listened to it with his ear pressed against it. "Momo, this is the egg of that iron ghost, and a baby is trying to come out from inside it. We must save it." As soon as Dodo placed his hoof on that box to give it warmth, its red light began flashing rapidly, and the speed of the tick-tick-tick increased. Tick, 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 tick. "Oh, it seems the baby is in a great hurry," Dodo said, laughing. But Momo saw that a wire was hanging from the back of the box, leading straight toward the petrol tank. Suddenly, a brilliant light flashed, and...
Whoa! 这个大怪物肯定拿我没办法。